What's up, YouTube? Taking a quick little stroll out to Best Buy. Check and see if they have a Bluetooth controller for the Gear VR, Samsung Gear VR. There's a couple of games on there I actually want to try. My buddy just left my house. He was interested. He found out I had it, so he came by to check it out. And needless to say, he actually fell in love with it, so he's on his way to Best Buy to go pick it up. And I could have rode with him, but I actually just wanted to ride my bike. I hadn't really rode my bike all weekend, so it rained earlier when it was actually supposed to be raining right now, but you know, the weather people are always wrong, so I'm hoping they're right now, because it said that the rain had actually been pushed back to like after midnight, so 6:50. So I'm hoping that it doesn't rain on me while I'm heading out to Best Buy. I figured since I'm running out to Best Buy, you know, I can do a quick vlog real quick. I actually kind of got a little something I want to talk about for those of you that are Android people. I'm not talking to the Apple people, only to the Android people. If you have not picked up the Samsung Gear VR and you play video games, even casually, it might just change your life. I know I'm personally waiting on the Oculus Rift to come out, and you got a while to wait on that. Actually, I have to build a PC that's going to run it, because most store-bought PCs and just your average run-of-the-mill PC is not really going to be strong enough to push it. Without crashing your computer constantly over and over and over and never being able to finish a game. But I'm gonna have to build a PC to actually power the Rift. And yes, I'm actually going to build a PC just to play the Oculus Rift only, because it's that sick. And you'll understand what I mean by that if you have the Samsung Gear VR. If you actually get that and play it, that's like the little brother of the Oculus Rift that's going to be coming out. I mean, the Gear VR is powered by your cell phone, and it's actually pretty sick. It's powered by your cell phone, so if you have a Note 5, an S6, or an S7, you can play the Gear VR. See, with me right now, I'm on my way to pick up a Bluetooth controller, because some of the games, you know, you need a controller for. You can use a PlayStation 4 controller. It's supposed to be compatible, but from what I've heard, all the games don't work very well on it, so I'm actually going to go try and pick up one of these really nice controllers, because I kind of want to have a good game experience. I played Sisters, the little horror jump scare game that, yeah, scared the freaking hell out of me. Some of my buddies, it made them like I had the same reaction as me. I kind of ripped the freaking headset off. Some of my buddies just kind of, you know, flinched a little bit, but they didn't jump. I jumped. I'm not gonna lie. My daughter actually captured me on iPad. I didn't even know she was recording, but yeah, she got me on iPad. I literally ripped that freaking thing off. But you know, not everybody has the same reaction. My buddy who just played it, he didn't really have the same reaction as me, not even close, but I know I want to try Dread Halls. That's supposed to be like the top horror game on there right now, and I'm not really big on horror games. Not that I get scared or anything like that, to the point where after I stop playing the game that I have nightmares or something. It's nothing like that. It just gets to the point where sometimes it's too much, to the point that the game's not enjoyable anymore. Like, I'm not enjoying it as much as I would on like a casual type of game, instead of like being freaking all on edge, walking around every single corner, or being on edge doing anything in the game, because I'm worried about poking my head around the corner because something's gonna scare me, or something's gonna jump out and give me a heart attack and cause me to piss on myself. Or even worse, I have to say, some of these games, man, if you have to take a dump, just go take a dump before you play the game. Not speaking from personal experience, but I can just say that I can understand how one's bowels might let loose. I get it. So if someone accidentally, takes a dump on themselves while playing some of these games, I for one will not judge you, because I completely get it. The Oculus Rift, whenever that finally comes out, is just a complete game changer for video games. And for someone like me who's been playing since Nintendo, I honestly got bored. The last like 5 years of video games has bored the living hell out of me, because it's just a wash, man. It's just a repeat of the same thing over and over and over and over. And I kind of got sick of it. It was like they're just like revamping the same exact game over and over and over and slapping a different package on it. No one was creating anything new and revolutionary, even though like a lot of people like Destiny. I hate Destiny. And I can say I hate Destiny because it was packaged as an MMORPG, and if you don't know what that means, massively multiplayer online, like World of Warcraft. It was basically set out to come out like a giant computer style RPG. And guess what? It failed. It's not massively online. It's not like super react, like you can't react with people. Like they can sort of kind of help you on missions, but I mean it's not what they put it out to be. So in my book, it was a fail. Even though I got buddies who absolutely love that game, they've been playing since day one. They still have it and they're still playing it. I think I went and rented it because I wasn't sure about it, and I think I played it for like a day, not even a day. I probably played it for like an hour until I figured out that it's not what I thought it was. And I just took the game back the same day, and I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm not into this. This is Halo. That was my first thought when I played the game. I'm like, this is Halo. I'm like, I tried not to like immediately give it that comparison, but that's what I came up with. I'm like, this is freaking Halo. They just kind of like changed, they like revamped a few things and changed a few things here and added a few things here, but I'm like, this is Halo. Like, this is Halo. Like the drop ships and everything in the game, it looks exactly like Halo. I'm like, this is insane. So for all you diehard Destiny fans out there, I'm sorry. I do not like the game. I think the game sucks. I honestly think the game's a fail. But we are talking about the Samsung Gear VR, since I keep getting off topic. Yep, so make a quick run in the Best Buy, and I might actually even bump into my buddy if he's still out here. If he's still out here, it's kind of sad, because I actually had to warm my bike up and put on some cold gear, a few layers, some thermal stuff, because it's kind of cold. I'm in Wisconsin. The rest of the world is enjoying really, really nice weather right now, and to me, it's like, what is it, like 40, 47, 48, but I live right by the lake, so it's more like 45. Don't know why that just happened. I love when like you get these, I'm in neutral and I click down to go in first, and I hear it, I feel myself hit the freaking peg, the shifter, and nothing happens. It stays in neutral, and you give it gas and you look like an idiot at the red light. But yeah, that, if you've never played like the Gear VR, you know a buddy who's an Android person or has an Android phone who has it, do yourself a favor and go play it. Go give it a shot, because finally the future of video games is here. Like, I've waited so long and so long and so long and so long. Finally, the future of video games is here. Ugh, I waited for so long. Like my cousin back in the day, this is probably gonna show my age, but my cousin back in the day came over to my house when he had the Nintendo Virtual Boy. Any of you guys know what that is? Show of hands. Anyone ever heard of a Virtual Boy? No one? It was a red device. I think the one he had was red. You kind of set it up on a desktop or something. And it's shaped similar to like the headsets and everything now, the VR headsets, but it was on a stand. And you look through and it was kind of 3D, except that everything in it was red. And like literally after like 5 or 10 minutes of playing it, it gave you a headache. And it really did. It gave you a serious headache. I think the only game that he had at the time was like Mario Tennis or something. And kind of considering how freaking expensive it was back in the day, I'm guessing his dad bought it for him, because I think his dad was like a train engineer or something. He had a really pretty good job, because we were not like privileged children at all, not by any means. I think Nintendo came out in like 84 and I got it like early 90s. I got it like 91 or something like that. But by no means whatsoever did I get like game systems. I think the only game system I ever got when it first came out was like a Sega. That's because my dad was into video games at the time, and his older brother was into video games, and kind of like I see it now, it's like whatever his older brother did, my dad copied him, like little brother thing, just tagging along with the big brother. So my uncle, which is my dad's brother, got Sega, and of course my dad had to go pick one up. And you know, that's kind of how the ordeal started. We literally like had every freaking Sega game that came out that year. Most like the big ones, Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, etc, etc, you know, Street Fighter. They had pretty much everything. So like, yeah, I've been playing video games since I was a little kid. And finally, like after all these years of waiting for video gaming to evolve and change into something different, it finally has. And it's basically like the moral of this whole vlog is, man, go give it a shot. If you have not given it a shot at all, you are literally about to experience the future. And it's awesome. I know the Oculus Rift, when it comes out, it has like a $600 price tag on it, which is insane. People think about that and I'm like, oh my god, that's so much money. But that's how much the Xbox 360 costs. That's how much the PlayStation 3 cost. I honestly do not remember the price I paid for it. I think I paid like $500 for my Xbox One, because it's like the Modern Warfare Advanced Warfare Edition. But to actually like be the future, it's not really that expensive when you think about it. It's really not. The only part about the Oculus Rift, when it finally comes out, that's going to be expensive is the PC that you have to run it. You got to have a pretty high spec, high powered PC to run it, because it uses up a lot of juice. But it's almost like I'm sponsored to say this, which I'm not. I wish I was. I wish somebody would send me a free Oculus. But at this point in motovlogging, I'm a nobody. I'm an ant. I'm like, at this point in motovlogging, it's like the audience my audience is from another planet, and I'm an ant on Earth. So it's kind of crazy. To think about it, that kind of sucks, but you know, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna be my first video, but man, this guy left. This light must be broken. I'm only gonna sit here for like one light change and I'm freaking taking off. Oh, there it goes. Bike not going in neutral again. Don't know what the hell's up with that. Don't pull out in front of me, please. And that truck turns. Oh no. I did not see my buddy. He's still out here actually. That's crazy. He's still freaking out here. No, he's getting in his car right now to leave. Ha! That's funny. He's actually getting in his car to leave. Like he's been here that long. That's crazy. Womp womp womp. There he is. Why don't you park up front? I feel like walking. Oh, just stepped out of Best Buy. They didn't have the controller I was looking for. Even the guy at one of the sales associates was really helpful. He actually hopped on the computer and did a search, and a lot of stuff I didn't ask him to do, and he even tried to like go online at Target and check out some stuff, but Target's website actually sucks. And yeah, he suggested that to just go check out Target, which is, you know, something you're not supposed to do if you work for another store, but I appreciate it. Well, that was a fail, aka waste of time. Give me a turn signal. No. Last time I was actually on my bike, I didn't do anything in town. I might have did some things on the highway or whatever, but maybe, allegedly. I haven't been accused of anything to my face or publicly. But then that last time the cops saw me, he busted a really quick U-turn and headed my way. And considering that I pretty much already had a great lead on him from going forward to begin with, he came from a dead spot and ended up in my rear view. And I'm like, he was about maybe 10, 11 cars back, but he went from being completely on the other side of the road, completely on the opposite side of the road, to a legal weird U-turn into like a grocery parking lot, and being within 11 cars behind of an already moving motorcycle. So if if you see something like that in your rearview mirror on a motorcycle, it's basically like to rookies, that would mean gun it and go as fast as you can and put as much distance behind you as the cop. But if you're in a city where there's red lights and, you know, there's cops on every other block that are patrolling, common sense is like, get out of his line of sight. So for me, that's what I did. I got far enough forward to where he couldn't see me turn, and I busted a right, I busted an immediate left, I busted another right, and I busted an immediate left, and then I busted another right. And then I slowly rode off to the place where I wanted to be to head to my house, and pretty much put my bike in the garage and didn't ride for the rest of the day. You know, that old thing, out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, I pretty much like hung up riding for the day because of that. I'm not gonna risk it. And it's not that like I did anything like crazy. I was probably going a little too fast on the highway and somebody probably like called me in, even though I took an exit and hopped off and came back through the city. I was on my way to take the bike back anyway, but I feel like somebody saw me and might have called it in. They got wind of it. VIV radio, cop's best friend. But, you know, pretty close to my home. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end this before I get within too close to my residence. But yeah, you guys have a great day, and if you like the video, please hit the like button. And I need the views. I'm trying to do the best that I can for you guys. I'm a new content creator, so please subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.